First Alert 6 at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Mastery. Aaron is off. Let's get right into our top 6 headlines at 6. We're learning more tonight about the man Omaha police say shot an officer in the head at this gas station in West Omaha this morning. Police arrested this man, Shedrick Mills. He's been booked for attempted second-degree murder. The officer is alive and talking. Much more on the investigation and the community's response in just a few minutes. It is now day 6 of the federal government shutdown, and lawmakers have seemingly made little progress on a deal. Jacqueline Fernandez is live with the latest developments from the Alert Center. That's coming up in a bit. The CDC changing the recommendation today for how Americans should approach the COVID vaccine. The new guidance emphasizing consultation with healthcare providers. We'll explain what that means for you and your family in our conversation with a local pharmacist later in the broadcast. Workers at a Blackstone staple voicing concerns over ongoing streetcar construction. Noli's Pizzeria tells us, First Alert 6, that their Blackstone location has seen a nearly 30% drop in sales in just the last year. The owners have looked to tap into that local aid funding, but they fear it might not be enough to keep them afloat. Leaders from Hamas, Israel, and the U.S. are meeting in Egypt this week, looking to end the war in Gaza. Hamas has agreed last week to release all of the remaining hostages and give up power in the Gaza Strip. More on those negotiations coming up. Happening now, the Omaha Public School Board holding their regular meeting. On the agenda tonight, approving a deal with an architecture firm to design and construct a new stadium at Omaha North High School. Well, it's been a soggy Monday.